Whitney Decker's worst fears were realized 2 weeks ago today, because that's when the bodies of her 3 young daughters, Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia, were found in a Washington state campground. Each of them had been bound at the wrist with zip ties and suffocated with plastic bags over their heads. And the alleged killer? Their father, Travis Decker. Travis has not been seen since the day he picked up the girls for a court-approved visit, and that was just a few days before they were found dead. The manhunt is still in full force, but tonight, for the first time, we are hearing audio from the court hearing last September where this ex-Army Ranger, Travis Decker, lost permission to keep his daughters overnight. Their mom had complained that having no home of his own, he had forced the girls at least once to sleep at a local armory. But Decker insisted that he took them to paid campsites with other campers around, something that he'd done their whole lives. He swore he'd never do anything to put his daughters at risk. That was then. Have a listen.
Every time I've had the girls, we have been in campsites in national forests and paid campsites that have campers. We've never done anything that was unsafe or anything I wouldn't want to put myself in. I understand that my current position when I'm by myself isn't ideal, but my daughters aren't a part of that. I only get to see them over the weekends, and camping is something that the 4 of us have done since the 3 of them were in diapers. I've never done anything I feel like that puts them in any sort of a risk that most families in the state of Washington, every campsite we've been to in the last month have been almost completely booked out or sold out because everybody's out this time of year.
His argument failed, and his visits with the girls were restricted to every other weekend, but during the day only. And now we have another glimpse of Decker's apparent slow-motion breakdown from his older brother, who's a fellow soldier as well, Thomas Decker. Thomas tells the Daily Mail that in 2022, he found out that he was being transferred to a base near Travis's home in Wenatchee, Washington, and says he was thrilled. He also says Travis was thrilled too, but by the time the move actually happened, Big Brother Thomas said that Travis was distant and uninterested. Big Brother Thomas goes on to say that he soon learned about his brother's divorce and that Travis was starting to abandon his family. And even worse, he says Travis was showing signs of violence. Even when the family attempted an intervention to talk out his problems. Thomas says he eventually had to cut off all ties with his brother and hopes that his days on the run will end soon, as do all of us.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.